Hey everyone, I actually just recorded a whole bunch of videos that I'm about to post, but in the middle, before posting, someone asked me an important question that I want to address first because, as they pointed out, it's not something that readers usually talk about. And she's right, it's not. And I have addressed it before, but not frequently. And it's not something that comes up much in readings because Spirit is usually talking about the divine masculine karmic relationships and not divine feminine karmic relationships. That's because the divine feminine is the one watching and knows what's going on in her situation, and she usually wants to know what's happening with the divine masculine. But this person raised an important point that this is something that people need to hear. So she was asking about, what about when divine feminines meet their twin, but the divine feminine is married or with a partner? Obviously with a partner, it's easier. I'm talking more about long-term committed relationships. They may or may not be married, but maybe there's kids involved or something like that. So something that is very hard for people to come to acceptance about, because this is very, very, very strongly ingrained in us, in the 3D conditioning from culture, from religion especially, from families, is about, that as far as marriages go, like once you make the commitment, you're not supposed to break it, especially in religion. And honestly, there's also the belief that you shouldn't break up the home and you shouldn't put kids through a divorce, and that you're hurting the kids by doing that. Well, I'm here to tell you that all of that is wrong. What? Yeah. So here's why. Everybody has their own soul path and soul journey, and everyone is meant to follow that ultimately. You are meant to achieve your highest good, what is meant for you, and your soul journey, and to what your soul and what Spirit intends for you, in your fulfillment. Now, that means that each person has their own, ultimate person, twin flame, soulmate, whatever it is. If it's not the person you're married to, then you're not meant to stay married to them forever. And that's just a simple fact. It's a simple spiritual fact. And I know you're saying, but religion says, but religion is corrupted. Hold that thought. Yes, I said it. Religion has been corrupted. Particularly Christianity. Probably. Stop attacking the Christmas tree! Sorry. I don't know about the other religions, but I would suspect that they are too. But I actually have read that sorry, the cat. Anyway, I have read accounts from about, I will admit this is secondhand, like somebody else did the research and I read their remarks about it. But I have read multiple accounts about the Bible being, rewritten by emperors and kings who wanted to take stuff out and wanted to change what it said. And I have even had communications with Jesus myself where he told me something that was contrary to what we were taught by Christianity, and I asked him, why were we told this if this is not correct and something else is true? And his exact word for word response, spelled out with my pendulum, was because devil worshippers changed it. I know that there are many Christians who believe that God would not allow the Bible to get corrupted and changed, and that Christianity is not corrupt. I'm sorry to tell you that that's not true. And many Christian believers and followers, strong believers and followers, are also suffering from demonic attachments and problems like that. So, like I said, Christianity and religion has been corrupted, and we are taught what they want us to believe so that they can control us. Okay? Now, exactly why this particular set of beliefs was taught, I can't tell you that, but I don't know what their reasoning was. Probably to keep you off your soul paths, actually. But point being, we humanity has been I can't think of how to phrase this correctly, but it's been a great disservice to humanity to be taught that once you make a promise and a commitment to marry someone, that you're stuck for the rest of your life no matter what. That things change. The rest of your life is a long time. Now that may be correct if it's your person, if it's your soulmate, if it's your twin flame, if you're truly happy, if you're truly fulfilled, if it's your spiritual soul contract, and that is what is meant for you for the rest of your life. But that's not always the case, and especially a lot of people jump into marriages way young or way too soon, and they don't. So a lot of people get married before they realize this is not my person, before they have come out of the bubble. But in any case, the point is that everyone has soul contracts with the people that play important roles in their lives. And there's a phrase, a reason, a season, a lifetime. That really is true. There are some people who everybody comes to your life for a reason, but the reason one in that phrase is meant to be very short term. So it's either a brief for a reason, a season of your life, but not forever, or a lifetime. And it's the same goes for romantic relationships and for marriages. And the fact is that everybody has their own soul journey, and everybody has a soul contract with a spiritual partner, a spiritual marriage, who they are meant to be with long term. Now, that can be a twin flame, but not everybody has a twin flame, or it can be a soulmate. That's probably going to be one of those two. And if you're not with that person, then you're not meant to be with them forever. And that's okay. It is okay to not spend the rest of your life in a relationship that was only meant to be temporary. Okay. And you're not making God angry, and you're not doing anything wrong by ending those relationships or those marriages. Okay. Like I have said multiple times here, everybody has their own soul journey. You're hurting each other by staying in a relationship that's only meant to be temporary, because you're blocking each other from your soul paths. If you're staying with that person, even if they think that's what they want in the time being, and even if they don't want to be hurt and they don't want to go through a breakup, one day they will know that it was a blessing in disguise and it was the best thing to happen, because one day when they're following down their soul path, they will meet their soulmate, or they will meet their twin flame, and they will fulfill the purpose of their soul journey in this lifetime. They will fulfill their soul contracts the way they are meant to. You staying out of obligation is holding them back from their true path and from their true partner, as well as holding yourself back from yours. Your twin flame is the highest soul contract and soul connection that exists. Your twin flame is your spiritual marriage and is ultimately the most important person that you will ever meet, and that is who Spirit wants you with. Spirit doesn't care if you're married. Spirit wants you to be with your soul partner, and that's your twin flame or your soulmate, depending. And you are not doing anything wrong by ending a marriage or a relationship to follow your soul paths. When it comes to kids, you know what? Let me start a new video for that. When it comes to kids are always going to have childhood traumas no matter what. There is nothing you can do to prevent that. We can have the best intentions to give our kids a perfect childhood free from pain, and you can't. You can't. There's always going to be something. Every single thing that happens has an equal and opposite reaction. Parents who are neglectful are hurting their kids in one way. Parents who are overbearing and are helicopter parents are hurting their kids in another way. Parents who let their kids get away with murder are hurting their kids in one way. Parents who control everything and expect perfection are hurting their kids in another way. How kids are affected comes down to how you handle everything, not to what you do. Staying in a marriage versus not staying in a marriage isn't what's going to make a difference. What's going to make a difference is how you handle it and what you expose the kids to, and just how you manage it emotionally with the kids. That is all that matters and is important. You're doing a disservice to your kids if you're role modeling, sacrificing yourself and your happiness to stay in an unhappy relationship or a relationship that is not meant to last forever. Do you want to teach your kids to do that too? Do you want to teach them to accept less than what they deserve? Do you want to teach them not to be happy? No, that's not what you would want for your kids. Role model the right type of relationship, and especially if it's a toxic relationship. I mean, if it's a karmic soulmate and it's at least, amicable and good, that's different. But if it's a toxic relationship, I mean, you're hurting your kids. Sorry, but you're hurting your kids just by keeping them in that environment. It's not good for them. It's not healthy for them. You have to be in a healthy, a mental, emotional state in order to be a good parent, and you can't do that if you're in a toxic relationship. So in any case, all around, whatever situation, staying in a relationship just for the sake of the kids is actually hurting them in the long run. And there is nothing that you can do to prevent them from having childhood wounds and childhood traumas. Anything and everything that you do is creating something that they're going to have to heal from later. And there's nothing that you can do about that to prevent it. It's just a fact of life. And I say this with a bachelor's and a master's in psychology and a much spiritual growth and training and awareness too. So don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty. There's nothing to feel guilty about. All you're doing is living your life to the best of your capabilities. And in most cases, your kids will see that and understand that. But everybody has wounds that they have to heal when they're adults. And that's just a fact of life. And it's coming from past lives also anyway. So, okay. So to sum up, if you are, honestly, it doesn't matter if you're divine masculine or divine feminine in a marriage, when you meet your twin flame, what spirit wants you to do, what spirit is guiding you to do is work on yourself, work on your life, getting yourself into a position of confidence, strength, healing, independence, stability, following your life path, following your life purpose, and fulfilling your roles that you are meant to in this lifetime in terms of life purpose, both there's multiple life purposes. So what drives you, what motivates you, what you're passionate about, what your creative outlet is, and then your spiritual life purpose, learning your psychic gifts and abilities, using your spiritual gifts, becoming a healer, helping others, helping Earth, helping humanity ascend and helping Earth ascend, all that stuff. So Spirit wants you to follow down that path of fulfilling your purposes and also to grow beyond relationships that are not meant for you anymore, which includes marriages, which includes long-term partnerships, which includes friends and family as well, because you grow beyond them if they are not growing and ascending and awakening, recognizing that you are meant to follow your soul path. You are meant to be happy. You are meant to be fulfilled. You are meant to teach your kids to do the same. And making those choices to follow your soul path, which ultimately will bring you together with your twin flame in union as well. All roads lead back to your twin flame. Like legit. All roads lead to your twin flame. And trying to fight your twin flame connection and trying to fight your twin flame journey and resist it will just create more pain. It'll be more painful in separation. You'll feel like you're going crazy and I don't know how else to say this. It's just the most painful thing in the world. You legitimately want to die trying to fight the twin flame journey and the twin flame process and deny yourself of your soul path that. And the reason why you feel like that is because your soul is telling you, no, you are not meant to go this other direction. This is your journey now. This is your soul path, your twin flame journey, because it's your spiritual rebirth process first, and it's your awakening, and it's your transformation and metamorphosis, and then it's your relationship with your twin flame coming into union for yourselves, for your soul journeys, for your family, for your kids, and for ascension, and for helping humanity, and for bringing in new earth. So your soul is going to push you down that path no matter what you do. Okay? So that's what you do.